Let me start explaining types of osmosis. Osmosis across the cell membrane is of two types, endoosmosis and exoosmosis. When the membrane permits the solvent molecules to come out through the membrane, then it is called exoosmosis, and vice versa for endoosmosis. Below, three diagrams has been shown, which is further divided into three types, that is isotonic solution, hypotonic solution and hypertonic solution. Isotonic, that is a normal one. Hypo means it's dilute, means outer, it's dilute. Now come to the difference between endoosmosis and exoosmosis. You have to go through the definition along with the example. Here raisins, example is given that raisins when dipped in water shows endoosmosis, and when grapes dipped in highly concentrated sugar or salt solution, that is exoosmosis. Endoosmosis, I should not repeat it again, that here the water molecules enter inside the cells and turgor pressure develops. Whereas in exoosmosis, it moves outside the cell and cells become flaccid. Look over the diagram now. Here the resins are dipped in water where it gets swollen, means endoosmosis, and whereas in grapes, when they are dipped in salt solution, so they get shrunken, and this is termed as exoosmosis. Now let me explain again hypo, iso and hypertonic solutions. The solution which causes cells to shrink, that is termed as hypertonic. When swelling occurs, that is hypotonic, and when there is no change in cell volume, that is your isotonic solutions. We can explain these three types in more different patterns according to along with some diagrams. Come one by one. Hypertonic means over or above. Here RBC cells are kept in the cells where water is outside, less water outside. So here the solution whose solute concentration is high enough to cause water to move outside the cells, that is your hypertonic solution. Now come to hypotonic, where low or below, it means low or below, where RBC cells are there and more water outside. So the solution where solute concentration is low enough, so then you can term it as hypotonic, when one solution is of lower osmotic pressure with respect to more concentrated solution, that is hypotonic. Now come to isotonic solutions, where both are having same osmotic pressure, or you can say both the concentrations are same, then there will be no change in loss or gain of water and the cell volume remains constant. Osmotic pressure is identical, that is isotonic. So come to the again more explanation, deep explanation of these three. Just look over hypertonic, 20% salt concentration outside, 10% inside. So you know what is happening here. Similarly in hypotonic, now higher concentration is inside the cell and low concentration outside. So how osmosis definition occurs? Water moves into, why? The movement of solvent molecules from low to high. You know this thing. Now come to isotonic. There is no change because both are having the same concentration, 10% salt in both. Equal amounts when be there, then no cell volume change occurs, they will remain constant. Some more examples we can have for hypertonic. Look over this. When we eat too much salt, what happens? Just look over the diagram. RBC cell shrinks. So this is how occurs, and why doctors prescribe to take less salt, because higher concentration will have changes in the RBC, either hyper or hypo. Now come to this diagram, when cells are dipped in distilled water or cells dipped in concentrated salt solution. When distilled water, it swells, whereas in concentrated salt solution it shrink or shrivel. Now you know where hypotonic is occurring and hypertonic is occurring. Look over the chart also. RBC flow chart is given in different concentration. Once it is placed in salt solution, then the cell shrinks. If it is placed in simple water, then it swells up. So hemolysis and crenation, these are the two biological terms. If you can be comfortable in this, you can apply this also, these terms also. Now just answer this question. What would happen if the RBC cells is placed in distilled water? Because RBC cells contains 0.9% of NaCl solution. And distilled water means less solute, means higher solvent molecules. Just think how you will reply for that. Look over this task also. 3 flasks are given XYZ and a kind of different concentration of NaCl solution. So X will contract, Y unchanged, and Z is swelling. Why this is happening? Which is hypo, hyper, and isotonic? You should reply for this. Predict why it is happening. Now come to the importance of osmosis. It is important in all biological systems. I already explained. In purification of drinking water, desalination of ocean water, and it was also help in determining molar masses, especially those of polymers. Reverse osmosis also we can take an example, that is just look over this wilted leaves where cells lost water, but here the plants recovered because cells absorbed water by osmosis. How it happened? Either hyper, hypo, or iso. What is happening in this? Think it over, that it is in your daily life. Similarly, this RO, desalination of seawater, or you can term it as example for reverse osmosis. Here the pressure applied greater than the osmotic pressure in the salt water side. Piston, you are pressing the piston at the part of salty water where the pressure applied is the greater than the osmotic pressure. So what is happening here? It is reverse osmosis. Now let's come to the formulas. Pi is equal to CRT, we already know. I have already taught you. Osmotic pressure is equal to concentration into R into T, and concentration we know N2 by V, number of moles of solute upon volume. Number of moles you can elaborate it, W2 by M2, so that you can do the formulas, numericals for calculating the molecular masses of